Get out of here, cat. Get out of here. What's up, YouTube? Live Surgic here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a quick review of the Blue Yeti Pro. I picked this baby up for about 170 bucks on B&H Photo and Video. That's a really good site. They usually are a couple bucks below the rest of the competition, so I would definitely check that out. I'll have a link down in the description there. And this is a top-of-the-line prosumer triple condenser capsule mic. So hopefully that will translate to increased quality in my audio recordings on my gaming videos. But well, that's to be determined, because we're going to do a kind of comparison test. This will be replacing my Audix i5 microphone, which is kind of an analog to a different popular microphone, but it's a different kind of microphone. So we'll see how that all works out in a little bit. Blue is a pretty well-known company. Their other popular microphones are the Blue Snowball and the Blue Yeti, but this is the Yeti Pro. This is the top of the line, fancy one. So let's open this baby up and see what's inside. Okay, so you're going to want to start off by popping this little cardboard tab here. That'll get the box open for you. And I must confess, I did open this box before just to make sure that everything inside was okay, and then I ripped it now. But I haven't plugged the mic in or anything yet, so it truly will be my, oh my god, I'm ripping it all over the place. Truly will be my first impression for when I open it up entirely. So there we go. We damaged the box a little bit, but now it's open. Hope I don't have to return it. And there's a nice little hole here for you to pull it out. I didn't rip the cardboard last time. I don't know what I did wrong. And you're greeted with a nice white box and some tape. Pull that out, and you're going to have a USB and a XLR splitter, XY-XLR splitter. You get a tiny little manual that doesn't look too beefy, but there's some good stuff in there. Get out of here, cat. So that's nice. And then there's a French version on the back. Then, after the cat goes away, we get some foam. And there she is, the Holy Grail. Blue was nice enough to include a silica gel do not eat packet, so we'll save that for later when we're hungry. Let's see if we can't get this microphone out without breaking anything. If the cardboard is any indication, I probably won't be very lucky. The USB cord that it comes with is pretty nice and lengthy, so that's always a good sign. And there she blows. Alright, let's pop her out of the styrofoam. And so now we're greeted by the Blue Yeti Pro. This is how you're going to find it in the box. It shifts upside down. And this looks like a nice way to carry it without, exposing the little metal part here to anything that could dent it or hurt it in any way. There's two XLR ports on the backside, because you always got to check out the backside first, make sure it's good to go, So there's an XLR port here and the USB port here. I'm sorry, that's one XLR port and one USB port, two inputs. And then there's a zero latency headphone port right there, so that if you want to listen to what you're saying, there'll be no latency. Because if you're ever recording something and you're listening to what you're saying, so your headphones are playing back your microphone sound, it can be really annoying, because if there's any latency on it at all, it'll totally mess up the way you speak. If you're hearing your voice on a delay, it's just, you can't even really describe the effect until you do it yourself, but you can't even talk. You can't even talk. It's so annoying. So here we go. On the front, we got a mute button, and that will flash red when you press it to let you know that you are not, in fact, recording, and a little volume knob for your headphones. On the other side, we got a gain knob, which starts right in the middle, and this is the pattern selector knob. This is a really cool feature. It's got 4 different patterns because it's got 3 condenser capsules up in there, 3 14mm condensers, and it can record up to 24-bit or 192 kilohertz audio. So that's 4 times the quality of a CD, and significantly better than the Snowball, which is another very, very popular mic for recording. So the four polar patterns you're going to have starting from the right are bidirectional, cardioid, omnidirectional, and stereo. So the way they do that is with obviously the three capsule mics up there, condensers, and it should give you a nice warm sound. I think the one I'm going to primarily be using is the cardioid setting, because that's got a nice close range where you want to be. You want to stay nice and up close to the mic to pick up that really warm, like, radio announcer sound that everyone likes. You know, that's it's very bassy kind of announcer voice, like a movie trailer or something like that. The only thing I'm worried about is the bass that you have here, because this bass is pretty big, and even though there are rubber isolating mounts on the bottom, if you have a desk and your computer's on your desk and so is your mic, it's most likely going to pick up any sort of like hum from your computer fans, especially if you have a really powerful computer like I know a lot of us Let's Players do. So that could be a little bit of a problem. But luckily they included, back to the back side again, a little boom mount so that you could detach it from here. You just unscrew these little knobs, and then there's a boom mount down there so you can hook it up to a boom, or like on the box. Let me grab that real quick. They have here on the box, you could hang it on one of those fancy, crazy rubber band isolating mount kind of deals. Those are pretty expensive. I doubt that many people are going to have those just sitting around, but obviously this mic is designed to be able to set up with those isolating mounts that completely isolate any kind of vibration noise or bumping noise or anything like that. So that's always nice. So anyway, that's a pretty good overview of the mic itself. Basically what we're going to do next is we're going to go take it upstairs. I'm going to plug this baby in and we're going to see how it performs. I'm going to do a side-to-side comparison of the Audix i5 that I already had and this new Blue Yeti Pro. Real quick, I got the camera off the tripod, but this is one thing I noticed. When you pull it out of the box, you definitely want to tighten these little knobs here, because if you don't tighten them, this thing will swing very freely, and if you tilt it back, it's going to drop back and slam into that little metal ring there, and if you see very closely, caused a slight scratch on the metal ring, which is not a big deal. I'm sure it didn't damage anything inside the mic, but that's just always a good thing to keep in mind. Okay, so to set this baby up, there's not really much to it. You just want to take your included USB cable here, plug one end into your front USB 3.0 or 2.0 port, and you're going to take the other end, and right on the bottom there, oh, you know what, I'm actually going to use this little cable management loop. Why not? What a cool concept. That's nice so things don't get tangled in your way, even though they're tangled in my way because I haven't found a way to route it around my desk yet. And you're going to turn it upside down. And right there on the bottom there's your USB input. And the red light there will turn on to indicate that your mic is working. And if you're muted, it's blinking. If it's not blinking and just a solid red, you're not muted. So now it is working. So I'm going to go get the Audix i5 and we're going to do a little comparison test between this on the desk and the Audix i5 on the boom. I have this little other condenser mic, but this thing's definitely not going to compare, so I'm not going to do a comparison with that one. Okay, so this is the Blue Yeti Pro test recording. Let's see how it sounds. Surprisingly pretty good. So this is in the cardioid pattern. So in the cardioid pattern, there's like a really close vocal range, so you want to be about this far from the mic. I should probably be using a pop filter with any kind of condenser mic. You normally want to use a pop filter because that'll eliminate the, kind of sounds that you make with your mouth. When you get a good mic, you'll be surprised at all the crazy sounds that your mouth makes that no one picks up, So let's go out and switch to the Audix i5 and we'll have a little comparison. Okay, we're back. So I forgot that my camera is kind of wrapped around the boom stand that I usually use from a microphone. So we're just going to plug this in via XLR right here. If I can figure out where it plugs in. There we go. And this is the Audix i5 that I've been using for basically forever on my videos. So let's turn off the Blue, mute her, and let's see if we can't switch this up to get the Audix to be recognized. And this is audio through the Audix i5 microphone. This is a replacement or like an analog to like a normal one of the very popular studio mics that a lot of guys use in the studio for miking amps and stuff like that. I actually got it from my dad for free because he's a guitar player and he has a lot of microphones laying around. So this is a directional mic, but it actually works pretty freaking well for voice recording, and that's what it sounds like talking through the Audix i5. Once again, I used a pop filter on this because I do get a lot of pop when I'm recording through it. So if there's a little bit of pop, that's not the microphone, that's just the lack of me using a pop filter. So that was the Audix i5. Alright guys, so that's both microphones. I would say that the Blue Yeti Pro blows the Audix away and blows away any other mic I've ever recorded from. So from now on, you'll definitely be getting a lot better audio quality in my videos at least. And for the audio quality you're hearing now, this is the camera's really crappy speakers, so that's a pretty good comparison to what you could be recording if you're talking into a webcam or the microphone on your iMac or something like that. Those are really usually terrible microphones. And I'm playing the audio through like $15 Logitech speakers, and I could even hear the difference, a huge difference between the Blue Yeti Pro and the Audix. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe so you can see when I post new videos about computer hardware, gaming, and pretty soon a whole new computer build that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to document the whole thing and do a review on all the parts that are going into it and then put it all together. So that's something that will be pretty cool to check out. That's going to be it for today, guys. Lysergic signing out.